Welcome back to Avengers Autos, the place where we break down cars in a way most channels simply don't. Honest opinions, deep analysis, and real-world insight about the vehicles everyone is talking about. Now before you scroll away, stop for a second, because what you're about to discover today could completely change the way you look at modern off-road SUVs. This is the next generation 2026-2027 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, newly revealed, heavily updated, and honestly, one of the most debated off-road vehicles right now. Some people are calling it the best Wrangler ever made. Others think Jeep is pushing the price and technology too far. So today, we're going to break everything down: the design, the powertrains, the technology, the real-world ownership experience, and the most important question: is this actually the ultimate off-road SUV you should buy? Or is it becoming an expensive trend that only looks good on paper? Let's find out. First look, the design evolution. The moment you see the new Wrangler Rubicon, one thing becomes very clear. This is not just a simple refresh. Yes, the classic Wrangler identity is still here, and that's extremely important. You still get the bold, boxy shape, the upright windshield, and of course, the legendary 7-slot grille that instantly tells everyone this is a Jeep. But look closer, and you'll notice something different. Everything looks tighter, sharper, and more modern. The LED lighting signature has been redesigned and now looks far more aggressive at night. The bumpers are stronger and more purposeful, but they also carry a premium finish that makes the vehicle feel more expensive. The hood design now looks performance-oriented rather than purely functional. Honestly, the best way to describe it is this: it looks like a Wrangler that went through serious training and came back stronger, more muscular, more confident, and surprisingly, more refined. What's impressive here is that Jeep didn't destroy the character of the Wrangler. They respected it, they improved it, and that's something fans were very worried about. What's under the hood? Powertrain options. Now let's talk about what really matters to many buyers: performance and capability. The 2026-2027 Wrangler Rubicon is expected to offer multiple engine options, which shows the Jeep is trying to satisfy both traditional enthusiasts and future-focused drivers. First, you still get the reliable V6 engine option. This is for buyers who want a classic Wrangler experience: simple, strong, and proven over time. But the big focus now is the upgraded plug-in hybrid system. This is where Jeep is clearly looking towards the future. The new hybrid setup is expected to deliver more electric driving range, faster instant torque, better efficiency compared to older versions, and improved performance when off-roading. And torque, especially instant torque, is extremely useful when climbing rocks, hills, or difficult terrain. But that's not all. For serious performance lovers, the high-performance V8 version is still expected to remain in the lineup. Yes, a powerful V8 inside a vehicle that can climb mountains and crawl through mud like it's nothing. That combination is rare today. So basically, Jeep is offering something for everyone: efficiency, power, balance. You get to choose, and that's a smart move in today's market. Now let's talk about the area where the Wrangler Rubicon has always been famous: off-road performance. Because numbers on paper are one thing, but what happens when you actually leave the road behind? That's where this machine transforms. The new Rubicon continues to push the limits of what an off-road SUV can do. We're talking about advanced four-wheel drive systems designed specifically for extreme terrain. Front and rear locking differentials that give the vehicle maximum traction when surfaces become unpredictable. An electronic sway bar disconnect system that allows better wheel movement and articulation. A stronger and more refined suspension setup. And smarter terrain management technology that helps drivers handle sand, rocks, mud, and steep trails with much more confidence. This isn't just marketing. This is real engineering built for environments where normal SUVs would struggle to move. In simple words, this vehicle doesn't just handle bad roads, it goes to places where roads don't even exist. And that's exactly why Wrangler has such a loyal fan base worldwide. Music. Interior, the biggest transformation. Now here's where the new Wrangler might surprise a lot of people. Step inside and the cabin finally feels modern enough for the current decade. Previous Wrangler interiors were known for being tough but basic. This time, things have changed significantly. You now get a fully digital driver display that provides important driving and off-road information clearly. The infotainment system is much larger and faster, running the latest Uconnect interface. Connectivity has also improved with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android support. But the upgrades don't stop there. You'll also find premium materials throughout the cabin, soft touch surfaces on key areas, better seat comfort, improved dashboard layout, more refined controls, and yes, modern features that people expect today. Heated and ventilated seats, wireless charging, a high-quality sound system, multiple USB ports, advanced off-road information screens that show real-time vehicle data during trail driving. So now the Wrangler is no longer just a rugged vehicle. It's trying to balance adventure with comfort, luxury mixed with capability. And that's a big shift. Music, pricing, where things get interesting. Now let's talk about the part that really makes buyers think carefully. The expected starting price for the 2026-2027 Wrangler Rubicon is around $50,000. But depending on the trim level, engine choice, and optional packages, the price could easily climb above $75,000. And when you compare that with competitors like the Ford Bronco or the Toyota Land Cruiser, things start to become interesting. Because the Wrangler isn't trying to be the cheapest option in the segment. Instead, Jeep is selling something different. Identity, history, off-road dominance, brand legacy. People don't just buy a Wrangler for transportation. They buy it because of what it represents. Adventure, freedom, exploration. And that emotional connection plays a huge role in its popularity. Music, ownership reality, what buyers should know. Now let's be honest for a moment, because on Avengers Autos, we don't hide the truth. Owning a Wrangler Rubicon is not perfect. Fuel economy in the petrol versions is still average at best. The hybrid system improves efficiency, but it's not going to suddenly become an ultra-economical vehicle. Maintenance costs can be slightly higher compared to regular SUVs, especially if you frequently take them off-road. Insurance costs can also vary depending on where you live. However, there's one area where the Wrangler performs extremely well: resale value. Wranglers, especially the Rubicon versions, tend to hold their value better than many other SUVs in the market. So while the upfront cost might seem high, long-term ownership sometimes balances things out more than people expect. Music. Strengths of the new Wrangler Rubicon. Let's summarize the biggest advantages. The off-road capability remains among the best in the world. The iconic design continues to stand out even after decades. Interior quality and technology have improved significantly. Multiple powertrain options give buyers flexibility. And the resale value remains strong. These are major reasons why the Wrangler continues to dominate its category. Music. The downsides you should know. But no vehicle is perfect. Here are the honest drawbacks. Ride comfort is still not as smooth as luxury-focused SUVs. Fuel efficiency isn't impressive in non-hybrid models. Prices can increase quickly once you add options, and practicality for large families is not as good as bigger SUVs. These are real factors buyers should consider. Music. Should you actually buy it? Now let's answer the biggest question. Is the new Wrangler Rubicon worth buying? Here's the honest answer. If you are someone who loves adventure, someone who wants a vehicle with personality, someone who enjoys driving something that feels different from the sea of boring crossovers on the road, then yes, this could be the perfect SUV for you. Because driving a Wrangler is not just about transportation, it's about the experience, the freedom, the capability to go anywhere you want. But if your priorities are comfort, quiet driving, fuel efficiency, and everyday practicality, then honestly, there may be better choices available. And that's the truth. This is not a purely logical purchase. It's an emotional one. And that emotional connection is exactly why the Wrangler continues to succeed year after year. Music. Final verdict. The 2026-2027 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon is more than just an updated model. It's a statement from Jeep. A message that even in a world moving towards electric vehicles and softer SUVs, true off-road machines still have a place, and maybe they're becoming better than ever. If adventure is what you want, this vehicle makes a lot of sense. If comfort is your main priority, you might want to look elsewhere. But if you want honest automotive reviews and real opinions, you're already in the right place. This is Avengers Autos, and here we don't just talk about cars, we reveal the reality behind them. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe to Avengers Autos, because the next big automotive reveal might be closer than you think. I'll see you in the next video.